grain farmers constantly run against the tide of unpredictability, like weather, wildlife pressure, and disease. That last one can be a season ender. A fairly new fungal disease that threatens Maryland growers is called tar spot, and it's keeping growers and researchers on their toes. Greg Rose and his family have been stewarding the land at Clear Meadow Farms since the 1940s. With experience in dairy milking, beef, and commodity crops, the Roses have seen almost everything that nature can throw at them.
Being farmers, we're faced with challenges every day. The way you plan it, that never happens. So take the new challenge and roll with it and deal with it the best we can.
One of those challenges is corn disease. Gray leaf spot and corn smut are two issues that Maryland farmers are familiar with. But perhaps no one more than University of Maryland Extension agent Andrew Kness.
Farmers are up against this every single year. In a production system, in an agriculture system, there's always going to be pests, there's always going to be diseases, and we have to manage them, or else there's going to be no crop or very little crop to harvest. And now, farmers have to deal with tar spot. Tar spot of corn is caused by a fungus. Scientific name is Phyllachora maydis. They quite literally look like somebody took tar or paint and splattered it onto the leaf.
The fungus is native to South America. However, in 2015, it was found in the United States, and in 2022, the state of Maryland, including Greg Rose's farm fields.
You can see here, it's all the black speckles on the leaf. That's your classic tar spot infection there. This is the worst we've seen it. It's been around for about 3 years, but this is the worst we've seen it affect our corn crop.
Like this, I would definitely be looking at how much lodging you have and trying to get ahead of it before it all falls over.
When there's concern in the fields, Greg calls Andy, who knows those black spots are more than just a cosmetic problem.
All these tiny little black spots, they're the fungal reproductive structures. They're actually called stromata. And inside of these tiny black structures, inside of that stromata, there are spores.
Those spores will overwinter in the residue after a harvest and then reinfect next season's corn. Inside the plant, the fungus will consume sugars and carbohydrates, compromising photosynthesis.
Look at this leaf here, how it's green up top, really shutting down.
Yeah, it's a really good example. You can see how the leaf should be green, but its tar spot is causing this leaf to shut down before it really should. And this is a leaf that was right around the ear leaf too, so this should be contributing a lot to your yield, but unfortunately it's not going to be able to at this point.
Yep.
For Greg, it's now a race against time before tar spot completely destroys the crop.
You're going to see here in the next 2 weeks, it's going to kind of shut the plant down much more prematurely than it would if you would naturally let it do it itself. You're not going to have as heavy as kernels, so you're affecting the grain fill. It's going to push harvest sooner on it as well.
In other parts of the country, growers have seen yields reduced by 60 to 80 bushels an acre. Fortunately, reports in other parts of Maryland have been minimal, and Maryland's climate might offer a natural advantage.
We do know that tar spot is a little bit more of a cool weather disease. It is really favored by temperatures between the mid-60s and mid-70s. In Maryland, in July, when our corn is tasseling, the most of the corn is tasseling, we tend to be a little bit warmer than that 75-degree range. What we've observed in the last couple of years with tar spot here is that the majority of our corn crop is close to that maturity and ending by the time tar spot moves in, which is why its yield impact has been minimal to this point. However, there are isolated areas where it has been significant.
While hybrids resistant to tar spot are being developed, Andrew is working to find effective treatment strategies at the University of Maryland's research farm in Keedysville.
This corn has the potential to be very vulnerable to the tar spot infection versus other fields that were planted, say, a month or a month and a half earlier. The question that we want to answer here is a fungicide application beneficial in situations when you have really late planted corn?
The The fungicide is carefully mixed by Willard Agri-Service applicator Spencer Cook and will be broadcasted across the corn by drone.
So one thing that the drone does well is it has atomizers on it, which give it a really fine spray, which gives us good coverage.
This will be compared to a test plot that won't receive any treatment to see the fungicide's efficacy. It's important research as farmers battle tar spot in the years to come.
This is something that's not going to go away, so it's something that farmers are going to have to deal with, and we're going to have to work with them to come up with ways that they can manage it, not only environmentally, but also economically for them.
I think at the end of the day, tar spot's just another challenge that farmers are going to have to face, but we'll find a solution for it, the best way to target it and take care of it. Keep moving forward.
Thanks for watching Maryland Farm and Harvest. We hope you liked the video. Make sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. To learn more about our show and watch full episodes, check out mpt.org/farm or just click the link in the description.